Saturday, or whenever you're watching this, I am opening my store today. I'm actually working on the floor for most of the day today. It is Saturday. I haven't worked a Saturday on the floor in quite some time, but one of my girls is sick, so I'm filling in for her. Business owner life, gotta do what you gotta do. And so I'm gonna just kind of take you guys along and open the store with me, and then we'll talk a little bit about pricing your products and like wholesale costs versus retail costs and stuff like that, because we got in a ton of new inventory and I know that's something you guys might be interested in. So let's open the store first. We have an opening checklist. So I gotta turn on the Vogue Society sign, make sure the iPad is charged and like the barcode scanner is charged. We got to turn on the music, cash drawer, pull the online orders. We always have to pull the online orders to make sure that like the things are pulled from the floor, so that way we can pack the orders and they don't get oversold on the floor. And then just making sure everything is cleaned up before we go ahead and unlock the door for the day. Honestly, don't even ask me what speakers we use. I think these are called the Rock Steady speakers. It's pretty easy. We just actually, we have this speaker, and then I actually have this phone for our store. This phone is actually the phone that we use to play music on, and then we also use it as like our customer service phone. Not really that many people call. So we just have a Spotify list or Spotify playlist. I think one of the girls made our own playlist. Safe for work, country hits. Let's see. We'll just do this mix right here. I don't know. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this on. And then once we turn this on, I'm just gonna turn that down so I don't get copyrighted on YouTube. And then I'm gonna turn this on right here. We just have this little button you just gotta step on and the neon sign lights up. Oh. Okay, I gotta make sure our iPad is charged for the day. I'm just gonna unplug it here. And then our barcode scanner. You can get all the supplies on Shopify. They have like a POS like store, and that's where I got all the stuff from. Okay, now that we got the majority of the store open, and before I open up the doors, I did just want to talk quick about how to price your products and like wholesale costs versus retail costs. Since we did just go to market, we're getting in a ton of new inventory, and I think it's a hot topic right now because prices are going up wholesale wise and retail wise, like even in a lot of things. Obviously we're seeing gas prices go up and stuff like that, and obviously it is affecting our small businesses as well. For example, a simple top a few years ago when you would go to market, like a simple top or a dress would be $10, $12, and now I'm seeing those simple pieces go up to like $15 to $17, and that's wholesale cost. And that makes a really, really big difference in retail costs if you're following the right strategy for your sales numbers or for your retail costs. And so yeah, it's making a big difference. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about that. So before you even go and buy your products at wholesale cost, you're going to want to figure out two things. A, who is your ideal customer and how much are they willing to spend on certain items? And then B, what is your price structure kind of going to look like? Are you going to stick to a traditional retail markup, or are you going to work off of volume? For example, like places like Amazon and stuff like that work off of volume. So if they're only making $10 in profit per top, but they're selling hundreds and hundreds of tops, then they're making a decent profit. Whereas us as smaller boutique owners, which is probably the route you're gonna wanna go in, might make like $30 off of one top, but we're selling a little bit less of them. And obviously that is more traditional in the boutique world, and so boutique brands typically have the same amount of markup. Also, if you're buying brands like Free People, or for example, we just got the Swig brand in, and they kind of have like an MSRP where you have to follow their pricing structure, because you can easily buy that online and at so many other stores as well, because their brand is very like a well-known brand name, so you kind of have to follow what they price their stuff at. But that's like really rare for us. We just sell a lot of typical boutique brands where they kind of give us the power to price it as we want. And so I'm going to give you guys a few examples of how we price our products and what our pricing structure is, and hopefully it'll help you guys price your products. So it's definitely a bit of trying to make sure that you're not pricing your products too low where you're not making enough profit, and your margins are really low, and you're never going to be able to pay yourself and sustain your business because your prices are just too low. And then also balancing that with making sure that your customers aren't thinking that your price points are too high. Personally, I think that we do a pretty good job at this, because so many people walk into our store and they are like, wow, your prices are so good, because they're comparing our prices to Free People, Express, things like that, where the prices are just a little bit higher and we try to keep them a little bit lower, yet still making a good profit margin. And we've been in business for 5 years now, so obviously strategy has worked for us. Whereas there is a lot of boutique owners who make the mistake when they first open, and you'll see this all the time. They'll open, they'll like be undercutting all these other boutique prices, thinking that they are going to just undercut these places, that their customers are going to leave them for this new boutique with like lower prices. And then you'll notice that they go out of business pretty quickly. This is because their profits are much lower, and so they can't sustain their business. And the other people who are shopping at the already established boutiques already have established trust in those boutiques and aren't going to move to a new boutique just because they're undercutting their prices by a few dollars. So don't do this when you open your boutique. Stick with the normal 3 times markup, and I'll explain that in just a moment. Okay, here's a great example about how we price our products. So I'm gonna take this dress just as an example. This is a lower priced dress from one of our lower priced vendors. That doesn't mean that it's cheaper or anything like that as far as the quality goes. It's a pretty great quality dress, and when I get a good deal, I do like to pass it on to my customers instead of marking it up even more, just because I would like to sell this piece pretty quickly and give them a good price on this product. Now this dress, let's just say, and I don't know if this is like exact, but let's just say this dress was $10. You're gonna wanna mark your costs up 3 times. So if this is $10, you would want this dress to cost $30. However, you have to take into account that you have to pay the shipping cost to you. So let's just say that you have a box of clothes that comes in, and just for easy math purposes, let's just say that there's 100 pieces of clothing in the box and the box costs $100 to ship to you. You're gonna wanna divide the shipping cost between each product. That's what we do. So this dress would cost an additional $1 to the dress. So let's just say it's $1 extra. So I'm gonna say that the dress is actually $11 in cost. And so I'm gonna times that by 3, and then we're gonna get the cost of $33 for this dress. However, there's still one more thing that I like to add on to our retail cost, which is the shipping cost. This is because you have to take in account that even if you aren't shipping and you are selling this in the store, there are still credit card fees, there's still so many fees that you have to take in account, or even just like rent and stuff like that. But if you're doing online, which I know the majority of you are, if you are offering any type of free shipping, even if it's free shipping over $75, whatever, you have to take in account the shipping costs, or else you're gonna end up paying for it. So just a little hint, shipping is never actually free. It's always built into the cost. So this dress would probably only cost about $5 to ship to a customer. So I add $5 onto the cost. So what I do is I take that $33 plus 5 and I make it $38. So the retail cost is gonna be $38. And there's just one more thing that I do, is I add on 95 cents to every single product. I don't do 99 just because I feel like 99 sometimes has like a cheap aspect to it. If you do 99, it's nothing against you. I just like the number 95 a little bit better. And I never did this until recently, but I saw something that said if you sell, let's say 3,000 products in a month, let's say you're selling 3,000 products in 1 month, and you add on $1, so 99 cents or 95 cents to each item that you're selling, that's an extra $3,000 a month. I was mind blown. I was like, wait, okay, that's so good. And your customer is not gonna notice it. So the cost of this dress that I priced at retail was $38.95. Okay. So there's a few more things I want to mention here, and first of all, that is the fact that pricing, like I said, wholesale is going up. So I have had a pretty strict pricing structure my 5 years in business, where I would always stick to the thing that I just told you about, like no ifs, ands, or buts. I would never go underneath of that. Maybe on a rare occasion I would, but recently with wholesale prices going up, I've kind of had to undercut my prices just a little bit. Not on every single product and not by too much, but there definitely are some products that I'm like, there's no way my customer is going to pay that for this item, so I'm gonna have to price it a little bit lower. Just got this bodysuit in, which has, I don't know if you can see this because it's black, it has feathers on the top. It's ribbed. It is a really, really nice quality bodysuit, and it's so cute. The feathers are so in, but this costs like $20 wholesale, and so if I was going with my normal price structure, I would literally have to price this at like 60 some dollars. I know my customer is not gonna pay like $65 for this bodysuit. Your customer might, mine will not. So it was something that I had to price a little bit under, and so I priced it at $48.95, I think I want to say, maybe 44 or 48, because I felt like that was more of a reasonable price. Although it is like kind of a smaller basic bodysuit, the feathers totally sell it, so I know I can sell it at that price point. But that's a really good example of how I've had to switch things up. Like I said, you're going to want to take into account what your customer is going to pay for each dress. So I'm going to give you guys 2 examples. Hopefully you can kind of see this. This dress right here is a little bit, it's like colorful, it has cutouts, it's really, really cute. And then this dress right here has lace, it's absolutely gorgeous. It has padded bra pads and stuff like that. Wholesale, these dresses might cost me close to around the same amount, maybe like 22 versus 27. So you would think that they would be priced pretty similar against each other. However, you have to take into account where these dresses would be worn and if your customer is willing to pay the price. So for example, let's just take this one right here. Although this is like a really pretty dress, someone might wear this as a wedding guest or to a party or something like that. This dress is priced at $58.95. And so I probably got a little bit of a lower margin on this one, but I knew my customer wasn't gonna pay like $80 for this dress. However, with this dress right here, the person who's gonna buy this dress is a bride-to-be who's shopping for their bachelorette or shopping for like a bridal shower, engagement photos, something like that, or just like a fancier occasion, even if they're not a bride, maybe it's like some type of graduation. And this one is priced at $98.95. So as you can tell, the wholesale cost between the 2 of these isn't too different, but there's a huge difference in the retail price, and that's because obviously the customer is gonna find way more value in this one than the other one. Okay. These are just examples. I'm sure those prices weren't exact as far as wholesale goes, but you guys kind of get the point of what I'm saying here. And I hope that pricing structure works for what I use. And again, I try to follow it on as much as I possibly can, because you have to remember at the end of the day, this is a business, and you have to make money regardless of whatever your friends or family might think of your prices. Don't even worry about it. It is a business, so at the end of the day, you gotta make money. But I better open up the store before it is too late, and I hope you guys have a great day.